Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what we got going on here? As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, today's video is dealing with your guy, Lil Baby. So check this out, man. Coach K, he hears that Lil Baby may be dropping quality control music because he feels that CEO Pierre is only paying attention to the best interest of Quavo, especially after hearing that CEO Pierre assisted Quavo on getting an 8-figure deal. So y'all gotta understand how that makes Lil Baby feel. See, Lil Baby, he knows he's one of the best rappers over there under QC. So he feel like the same bag that Quavo get, I should be getting, you understand? See, Lil Baby, he gotta get out his feelings and understand it don't work like that, man. See, Quavo, he's been there since the beginning. He has helped solidify quality control music right along with TakeOff and Offset. Lil Baby gotta understand that Quavo will get more offers than him. So that's the reason why Offset is trying to inform Lil Baby, hey man, just pay attention to what's going on, man. Don't let them know you feel this way. Just do what you need to do for yourself and your family. Because Offset had to let him know that's something I had to realize. Because everybody in the ATO know that Quavo, he was being pushed like he was the Beyonce of the group. And see, for the folks that don't know, Lil Baby, he was pushed the same way. See, Lil Baby, he was once promoted like he was the golden boy of QC. So it sounds like Quavo and Lil Baby got the same ego problem, where they acted like they the only artists on the whole label. So it seems like Quavo and Lil Baby are both egotistical. See, Lil Baby gotta understand, with TakeOff passing, it messed up a lot of contracts. So that's the reason why CEO Pierre and Coach K has been caught up in the signing documents to make sure they cross their T's and dot their I's, that they got all their ducks in a row as well, man. The same thing that Offset been trying to tell Lil Baby. See, while they taking care of their business, you need to be taking care of your business. You can't get caught up in what they doing. Now I understand you want to be aware of what's going on so you don't be left behind. But that's something that Offset been trying to tell him. Hey man, you gotta watch your own back, G. You gotta make sure that you put food on your own table. What I mean by that is, these guys over here doing their own thing. They over here making their own moves, and that's gonna happen. So with that being said, you gotta make sure you do the same thing, man. And the reason why Offset was bringing that up to Lil Baby, not only because the Lil Solo catalog situation, which Offset had to inform Lil Baby, hey man, while all this is going down, you better own the rights to your solo catalog. If not, they will come get it, like they tried to get mine. But because I had the proper people on my team, they made sure that didn't happen. But again, the reason why Offset had to let Lil Baby know, hey G, you need to have your ducks lined up in a row. Because CEO Pierre and Coach K didn't let Lil Baby or Offset know that they was selling quality control music to some private investors. So Offset is trying to inform Lil Baby, hey man, they ain't even let us know about this big deal. They left us hanging, G. Right along with Deuce Deuce, Bankroll Freddy, and Lil Yachty. So with that, you gotta take that as a lesson. See, Lil Baby, he can tell ever since TakeOff's untimely demise that Quavo, he's been getting this preferential treatment. Ever since TakeOff passing, these dudes been moving real funny out here, man, and I can see it. And again, that's something that Offset been trying to let Lil Baby know, man. Even before signing a label, you need to have a proper team to always put you in position to always collect the bag. And that way, you don't need to depend on no outside people. So with that, I believe Lil Baby, he'll be alright with or without QC. Because once upon a time, Lil Baby, he was being branded under QC like he was the golden boy. So him being not seen in that same vision is making him feel some type of way. So you got Lil Baby over there feeling like he should be pushed ahead of the rest of the artists that's on QC. And then you got Quavo over here, he's being treated like he's the Beyonce of the whole label. So these guys just have to understand they not the only artists under QC. QC still got Duke Deuce, Bankroll Freddy, City Girls, Lil Yachty, and a few other artists that's moving numbers. But Offset says he see the bigger picture here. He see that they've been trying to push out Quavo as being a solo act for the past few years. But Lil Baby hasn't caught on. Because again, Lil Baby, he was always being promoted as being that golden boy. Now, we all know it didn't look so good for Lil Baby around the same time that Young Thug and his camp came down. That them people, they was looking at Lil Baby and his guys as well. So that's the reason why Lil Baby was doing all type of political movements, was meeting up with people to make sure he's not on that list of being RICO'd. And he was cleared. But at the same time, some people feel like that made CEO P.A. and Coach K step back from promoting Lil Baby like he was that golden child of the label. But Lil Baby, again, being in his ego, he don't like how CEO P.A. is giving Quavo deals and him not getting the same treatment. Yeah, I'm telling y'all folks, when Fannie Mae came down with those RICOs, one of the groups that everybody thought was going down right along with YSL was Lil Baby camp, man. That's the reason why, yeah, Lil Baby, he was tucked low for a while. And again, he was making the right moves being around the right people in that time that he thought he was going down. But at the same time, because of Lil Baby's solo catalog, he feel like he should be pushed above everybody else on the QC roster, not Quavo. Now the folks is already saying, if you compare Lil Baby's solo catalog to Quavo's, Lil Baby's catalog surpassed Quavo's. Quavo only got Lil Baby beat as being part of the Migos, not as a solo act. Any features that Lil Baby has done overrides the features that Quavo has done, because Lil Baby features always get way more streams than Quavo's. So Lil Baby, him and his team, they know what happened with TakeOff, and they sad to hear the situation. Lil Baby and his team, they understand and they give their condolences based on what happened with TakeOff. But at the same time, they still know it's all about business. So with that being said, they just want CEO P.A. and Coach K to be real about what's going on with the whole label, and not letting him know that they was gonna sell it has really distanced Lil Baby from being around CEO P.A. and Coach K like that, because he feels like it's more things that they hiding that they not telling him about. But Offset, he is giving Lil Baby some proper information, and that's not to get caught up into what's going on with them, but again, to do your own thing, to properly watch out for you and your own family. And I respect that, man. And that's the mentality that most guys supposed to have when entering into the rap industry. Because again, it's real. Because somebody helped you sell records or get streams does not mean they have your best interests at heart. They have their own. They have themselves, and they have their own business to look out for. Especially dealing with grown men. You got to be aware of what's going down, or guess what, man? They will mess you over without a care. And we know it happens to a lot of rappers in the industry each and every day. That's the reason why it's always good to have somebody on your team who professionalizes into reading contracts. Because if not, you will get screwed over and won't nobody care. And matter of fact, if you do, everybody gonna blame you that you ain't properly look over your contract before you signed it. You understand? And if you don't have nobody on your team who professionalizes into reading contracts, pay for one, man. It's gonna do you way more benefit in the end if you do that up front. Again, a lot of artists, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people who try to hop into the business industry, they don't want to pay for the proper information. That's the reason why they end up being messed over in the end. Like I keep trying to tell y'all, G. That's why I pay attention to what's going on out here. Because somebody give you a deal doesn't mean that they actually looking out for you. They more of looking out for themselves. That's the reason why a lot of artists need to do a young Dolph and go independent before signing to a label. Because maybe they'll learn something and take their rap career a little more seriously. So Lil Baby, pay attention to what Offset is saying, man. Get your own thing going. Don't depend on QC CEOs too much. Because as you can see, they have their own agenda going on. And that's real. Always be aware and always stay prepared. But hey, we got more in store. As always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.